Opposition leader and AITC MLA from Songsak, Dr. Mukul Sangma, has voiced strong concerns over the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation or MSIPF Act 2024, cautioning that it could threaten indigenous land ownership. Addressing the media, Dr. Sangma warned that the act, which aims to facilitate land acquisition for investors through the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Authority or MIPA, could potentially violate the Meghalaya Transfer of Land Regulation Act 1971. He urged upon the state government to therefore reconsider its decision, emphasizing the need to protect the rights of local land owners.
You have heard the members articulating this concern very eloquently, with concern and seriousness, you see. So you have to understand why this issue is being articulated in the August House during our submission with a quantum of seriousness and concern, because you got to have the power of anticipation. If you do this, what is going to happen 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now? So it is therefore our binding responsibility to see that we prevail upon friends amongst the responsible elected members, and good sense prevails in the larger interest of our people. Irrespective of what the government may think, in as far as the approach adopted by the government is concerned, you already have a land which was conceptualized, debated, discussed upon, and eventually given the shape of an act through legislation of this August House to regulate transfer of land, the Meghalaya Land Transfer Regulation Act. Now, over and above that, any act that supersedes the mandate of that law which I referred to, obviously need to be looked at with certain amount of skepticism, suspicion, and concern will always be flagged. I think you must have seen in the House how the House has been witness to this concern about this approach of the government adopted. Now, see, in respect of Meghalaya, the land is something which is close to our heart, because the whole blessings of God also revolves around inheritance, and the inheritance also revolves around land. Thou shalt inherit the land. That is what the scripture says. Therefore, it is very important for us to see that the land that we were privileged and fortunate to have, I'm sure God has led our forefathers to this particular land, and that's how we inherited. Now, this land must be available for our generation next and next, for them to inherit and remain connected with their roots. What happens when people go outside, go beyond the boundaries of the state, go beyond the boundaries of the country, go abroad, become somewhere be in search of livelihood, or sometimes people do tend to become adventurous. They go outside other countries. But suddenly when there is a problem, if anything happens, you know what's happening all across the globe, then suddenly they will remember their land, the root with which they're connected. It would be very wrong for the government to bulldoze, because I saw this Amendment Act table. They have already enacted a law. Now, if you look at the proposed amendment to the Section 4, what does the section says? That the new subsection 1 shall be added as follows. The nodal agency will be responsible for promoting the investment ecosystem in the state and taking up all activities relating to setting up of industrial or service sector undertakings and the promotion of economic developments in the state. This includes conducting investment facilitation, events, roadshow across the country and internationally, creation of land banks through direct purchase of land or other means, and setting up of which includes creation of land banks through direct purchase of land or other means. There are lots of ambiguity. You already are governed by another act which has been passed by the parliament. The fair compensation and transparency in the matters of land acquisition. This act also has been conceptualized in the right perspective, where the ownership over the land cannot be easily alienated through any intent of any authority in power, through acquisition, etc., in the name of investment or public use. That's the reason why minimum land owners of certain percentage was put there, minimum 70% of the land owners. Not only that, the whole process of land acquisition is governed by certain relevant sections of Act which ensure the intent, the purpose in a very, very transparent manner, fair and transparent. So here, where is the question of fair and transparent? Land banks through direct purchase of land or other means. What is that other means? So there is a reason to have a sense of doubt, suspicion, and apprehension.